Hello. I really like that intro. It starts with like that little a little arpeggio sort of calling to mind, like very reminiscent of that arpeggio that is on the main screens of all the Final Fantasy games. And then that, that's very cool. Anyway, welcome back to Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. This one's probably going to be a longer one because we are tackling the floating continent, and it is a bit on the big side. Ooh, another dragon. These things have weaknesses. Lightning. Oh, hey! It missed! Nice! Well, okay. And Shadow and Terra leveled up, and Shadow learned Cura and Regen. Oh, whoops, I forgot that was what I had equipped on Terra. HP isn't really what she needs. Oh, and Shadow gets nothing because he's got Seraph Staff. Whoops. It's not that big a deal, but... Misfit and Behemoth. So Misfit obviously is new enemy. Okay. Ice. I probably could have done just a regular blizzard. If it takes a little bit of time, I've got, because I'm Shadow's getting close to my level. Down here, I believe, leads to absolutely nothing. Or maybe not. No. These door... It's these steps that lead absolutely nowhere. Ninjas! We have encountered ninjas before. Alright, so next fight I will need to, I'll need to cast Phantom again. And Shadow learned Raise. Nice to have. Almost got Vanish. I should probably have her Osmos soon. Before I continue on. Yeah, you can see our ship down there. Just waiting for us. Anyway. Alright, so 2 ways to go. This leads nowhere useful. Utterly useless. Another dragon. Nice. Lightning. She'd reverted to normal before I got it off, didn't she? Edgar learned Berserk and Vanish. Good, good. Now I can use Vanish easily whenever I need to. Speaking of which... Oh, can only do it in battle, alright. And that... Yeah, he's got all the maxed. Let's keep him working towards, yeah, I think let's have him keep working towards, a little bit, well, what are his stats like so far? Agility 45, not too bad. I think I'll get him a little bit more HP. Now, do I need to heal anyone? Good idea to keep his health up. I think there's still 2 enemies left to count, right? Or 3. There will be another save room, so once I get to the next save room, I'll, Okay. Hey, Brain Pan. It's gonna... fire, lightning... Do that guy, I think. Where's Osmos? There it is. Well, that worked. And hey, Terra learned Death and Shadow learned Estima. Level up for Edgar. Alright, time to get him a new, I think I'll just get him one that, useful stats for now. Strength is probably... Alright, Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, sure, why not? Rain pants. Bleh. Alright, continue on down here. No, down here. Alright, Shadow learned Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, and leveled up. So a little bit more strength. And everyone is, vanished again. We're supposed to be. But it vanished? Where, Ralph? Well, everyone was supposed to be vanished, but it looks like it might have worn off. Uh-oh. And yeah, over this way now. Not that I really need to... Alright, so I've been leveled up. And a little bit more... What's it for him? Alright. So, just gotta keep going. Another behemoth. Always fun. Not even completely sure if I need that one. I do. But not yet. Ooh, 2 behemoths. And there's a level up for Terra. And more MP. And an X potion. Hooray! A cap that increases the success rate of the sketch command. So kinda useless. Alright, down there is save room. But, as I said, there's 3 enemies I haven't... 2 enemies, sorry. 2 enemies I haven't come across. So, just going to do a little bit of looking for them. I'll meet you whenever I find either one of them. Level up for Shadow. More strength. Here we go. Platinum Dragon is one of the new enemies. Man. For some reason... Oh, I wonder if it's because of the alarm earring. I think I've got the alarm earrings on... No, I don't think I do. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. But Sabin just will not stay... vanished. That said, I will wait until I've done a little bit of damage to these guys. I don't know how hard they hit. I'm not sure if they're spells. Yeah, they're not too dangerous. Yeah, these guys are actually... I'll be curious to see if he stays hidden when the next fight comes around. So yeah, not too dangerous. So one more enemy to encounter here. I will see you when I find it. Edgar leveled up, more HP. Terror learned Berserk and Vanish, and Sabbath leveled up. More magic. Terra and Shadow both leveled up. Gave her some magic this time, and he gets more strength. I'm gonna turn off experience for a little while. Alright, I give up. You did not want to know how long I just spent looking for that one enemy. I mean, I suppose it wasn't actually that long, but... it was long enough! And, I'm actually not going to bother, using a tent, because I think that would, undo everything. Undo my vanishes. Yeah, the enemy I was looking for is something called a Naug. Looks like this. Looks like a dude. Very pale skin, purple. Maybe a little bit clown-like. And he kind of looks like he's reclining. All right. Look, the airship's down there. Alright, I am going to fight. So there is an enemy coming up that actually has really... I have no right to fight at your side. Not after I sold myself to the Empire. We'll get him back. Alright. I'll meet you back where I just was. Alright, then once you're back... we meet again. He does automatically rejoin. I brought Locke in because I'm going to be going up against somebody that has really good stuff to steal. So yeah, I will meet you back where I was. Edgar leveled up, and Tara learned Stop, and Locke learned Reflect. Shadow leveled up. Some more Strength. Another level up for Locke. Oh, and I didn't have him learn anything. Oops. Another level for Tara. 1499 HP. She's good. 299 max MP. He's doing good. Alright, I am back where I was. And predictably, making my way back. You have to make your way all the way back through the entire Flick Island. Predictably, I did not come across the enemy that I was missing. Like 1 second. Alright, here we go. Just want to do a quick save. I am not going to be returning to the airship again. And was it right or left? Left. And this is not going to be an easy fight. Make sure I've got, yeah, I've got a pretty good setup. I'm also not sure if you do get experience from this next fight, but just in case... Oh, I forgot to turn encounters back on. Oh well. Alright. My name is Ultima. I am power both ancient and unrivaled. I do not bleed, for I am but strength given form. Alright. So, one thing that I would recommend here... get reflection going. Now, there are a couple ways to handle this guy. He actually does hit pretty hard. He's got some very powerful spells. The best option is probably just to do this. Cheap as it is, this is probably your best bet. Even though it will take a while. That said, he'll hit himself with Flare. He does have a very good weapon to steal. Yes! Yes! That is exactly what I was hoping. That is why I brought Locke along. Ribbons are always phenomenal things to bring along. Did I give him rest? I did. So yeah, this is the cheap but easy way to do it. I mean, you saw Flare does a lot of damage. Right, better have him heal up. Like, if you don't have Reflect Up, Flare hurts. Got so many high potions in this. Well, this takes a little while, but it's a very safe way of doing it, because otherwise, once his health gets below 50%, he starts busting out way more powerful attacks. And there you go. Quick and easy. And no experience, I figured. The other thing you can steal from Ultima Weapon is an elixir. And you're more likely to get the elixir. So I am super happy that I got the ribbon. Because in most Final Fantasy games, ribbons are one of the best things you can find. Immunity from all status ailments? That is phenomenal. That is genuinely one of the best things you can get. Like, it's hard to overstate how good immunity from all status ailments actually is. So getting that, very nice. So yeah, that was the strategy I used. You can just fight it out. Like I said, it has some very powerful attacks, but not too dangerous to survive. If you're careful, then you should be fine. The strategy I used, there is a secret boss in, well, not even a secret boss, but there's a bonus dungeon in other versions of the game that includes a boss where that is the only strategy you can actually use, is to just survive while rasping away its enemy. Because it's basically invulnerable to any other attacks. Like that particular bonus boss is basically immune to all attacks. So this is basically the only way of dealing with it. Alright. And I got an elixir. Nice. I have no right to fight at your side. Not after I sold myself to the Empire. Well, bye. Give him the ribbon because, like I said, it's very useful to have. I don't really need that anymore. this will give him instead. And here we are.
Well, well, look who's here.
Celis, what are you doing here? I followed you. I have a score to settle with the Empire. I mean, you could have helped the whole way that we were fighting, but you would... Okay, sure, that's fine.
Ha ha. So they all came to die together then. Well, you're just in time. Behold, the Warring Triad. Oh, what power! I've got goosebumps!
Yeah, this seems bad. Emperor Gestahl! Please, stop this madness! Hey! Rude! And yeah, this is bad.
Celis Jordan, you alone are special. Why don't I give you and Kefka the task of creating progeny to populate my new Magitech empire?
Kill the others and we'll forgive your treachery! The Super Nintendo version has them basically repeat the bit about Celis being a secret spy. It's like, oh, no need to pretend any longer. Yeah, good job infiltrating them now. Take your place by your side. Also, yeah, populate a new empire. Yeah, that's gross, dude. That's creepy. Also in the Super Nintendo version, Gestahl actually basically offered to make Celis his queen. Take this sword. Kill them all.
Celis, together we will rule the world.
Power only breeds war. It's something we'd all be better off without. Good job, Celis! So yeah, again, like I said, the Super Nintendo version, it really tries to sell the idea of like, right, was she a secret spy all along? Is she going to betray us? And in fact, the original plan for Celis is that she was actually going to be a spy. She would also have sort of mental instability similar to Kefka. She would be like sort of emotionally unstable, kind of similar to the Kefka. Not quite as extreme, but still like unstable. But then she would be swayed by how kind and heroic the party was, and would decide to side with them. Ouch! Blood! 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 You vicious brat! And here's something that I really wish had been kept from the Super Nintendo version. In the Super Nintendo version, his reaction to being stabbed is, I hate you. I believe he has 8 hates. Yeah, it's just, I hate you. He did I think he did a similar, I really, 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 really hate you or something. I really hate you bit to Leo. You vicious brat! Urgh! Urgh. Whoa. That went by fast. I might have been laying on the finger bit. I might have been laying on the button or something, because that just went by fast, but you really are a little brat. Give me a second. Sorry, so I guess what I skipped there. You know, you really are a stupid, vicious, arrogant. Hold on. 1 second. I'm looking it up on another video, and it does still go by really quickly, actually. So yeah. You know, you really are a stupid, vicious, arrogant, whiny, pampered, backstabbing, worthless little brat! Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones, Kefka, sticks and stones. I'm rubber, you're glue. Also, didn't you literally stabbed Leo in the back. And you've been whiny and petulant and vicious. I'm just saying, Kefka. Pot calling the kettle black here. Gods, you were born to fight! Now is the time. I implore you, show me your power. Also, I will give him credit for, like, he just got stabbed. He's still going strong. Though on the other hand, Celis, why haven't you stabbed him again? You should be stabbing him more. Let me in here. Grrr. Now listen to me. No more playing games. I command you, show me your power.
Gestahl, stop! If you revive them, they'll destroy the very world we want to rule. There's no value in that.
Yep, all he wants is something to rule.
Gestahl, are you mad?
Mad? Emperor Gestahl, what are you saying? This is the perfect chance to show them the power of the Warring Triad.
Oh, Kefka, you poor hopeless thing. I'm afraid you leave me no choice. No hard feelings now. I'm just going to use this power you've unleashed to put you to sleep. What's so funny?
Yeah, he seems a bit confident.
Very well. I suppose it's only fitting that you go out laughing.
He does laugh a lot. It is appropriate for him to go out that way.
Fire-Raga!
That didn't work.
Flare!
I like the bits he seems like, oh no!
What's going on? Where isn't my magic working? Meltdown!
Now Kefka's not even pretending.
Kefka! How? How are you doing this?
How, you ask? By standing at the center of the Warring Triad, of course. They absorb all the magic sent their way. Or hadn't you noticed? Triad! Your first victim! Optimus step forward. Show this useless old man your true power.
No! Kafka! Stop playing around!
I said show him your power. AIM could use a little work. Incredible. Yeah, that AIM is not very good. Can't you do any better than that? You're way off. Where are you aiming? Get a bit closer. More to the right. There you go. Run! Run! Or you'll be well done! And there it is. Dead center. Bullseye! Yep. Got him. Alas, poor Emperor, you will not be mourned. Oh dear. Well, I guess I was a bit hasty in calling you a useless old man before. Now you're useless! Funny man, Kefka. Funny, funny man.
The world is about to learn the meaning of fear.
Bye! I'm pretty sure he's probably dead. No! Kefka! Rude again! Stop smacking her around. Uh-oh. Kefka, you mustn't! If you disturb the balance, their power will run wild! Yeah, seems like that might be what he's looking for, actually. Yeah, he's utterly insane. Who's that? Hey, Shadow. Thanks for coming. Oof! Go! Forget about me. Run! There's no stopping this now. I'll find my way back. Trust me. Well, thanks for coming to the rescue. So it is possible to have Shadow actually in your party when you confront Gestahl and Kefka. At least in some versions of the game. If he's in the party, he shakes off the paralysis himself. I'll talk a little bit more about the Warring Triad in a bit. You can't escape me! Shadow. Come on, we have to get out of here. So in older versions of the game, pause menu does not actually stop the countdown. Ribbon and hearing. Yeah, stamina is a good thing for him. HP up is good for him. She's closer to leveling up. Oh, and actually, Rasp and Osmos would be useful for her. That's a good point. I don't know, I've got plenty of spells for her. But yeah, we haven't seen Celis in a while. We haven't... No, we have. Yeah, I haven't been able to make... haven't used a lot of Celis lately, I don't think. Okay. The enemy I thought I'd missed, we're about to come across it. Alright. Yeah, level 19, so she's way behind, unfortunately. Alright. So yeah. And yeah, the place is collapsing behind us. Here we go. The Node. Does this guy have anything to steal? He actually does not. Also, I have no idea what his name means. Doesn't seem to mean anything in particular. In which case... Which HP do they have? 3,000, so not too bad, I don't think. Let's just hit them with, Yeah, that did it. One quick way of dealing with them is imp them. They will then use imp back and then flee. So, you do, yes, yeah, it is only 6 minutes to get out. It is, you do have a timer. Whew. That said, it honestly shouldn't be too hard. So let's learn to Rasp. Oops, wrong way, I do want to go up. I'll show all the fights just because, yeah, timer. So let's learn Osmos. That's good. That's something I wanted for her. Yeah. Do want to go around this way, actually. Bio. If you try to go the other way, you will not be able to get this chest. Elixir! am going to do something very quickly. Keeps hitting Celis with it. Is he still silenced? Alright. I shouldn't have any problems. Yeah. It does start with Doom on everybody. Does this name mean anything? Nope. Name doesn't seem to mean anything. Very cool looking dude. And I don't think he has anything to steal. No. Good. Yeah. He's not tough at all. And Lock learned break. Alright. Got here very, very quickly. I might be a little overlooked. The air chest below. Wait. Gotta wait for Shadow. And while we wait, this is a good time to talk about something about the Warring Triad. So this is something that is not actually explained. Like, this is something that's like just extra lore. It's not actually revealed at any point in the game. Their names. They are named Demon, Fiend, and Goddess. The concept art actually gives them the name of Zurvan for the demon, Sephiroth for the fiend, and Sophia for the goddess. Sephiroth, obviously, people who are familiar with Final Fantasy VII, that name's going to sound familiar. But while we wait, Zurvan comes from a religion called Zurvanism. It is an offshoot of Zoroastrianism. Zurvan is the god of infinite time and space, and is Aka Mana, one alone, deity of matter. So obviously a lot, I'm not going to go into detail about, I'm not going to go into more detail about it, but I mean, there's a lot of information about it. Sephiroth. That actually comes from Kabbalah. I think. So, The Sephiroth come from the Kabbalah. They are the manifestations of God that allow him to manifest in the physical and metaphysical universes. Sephiroth also means counting of numbers. I'll probably give a little bit more detail about Sephiroth when I play 7. And then Sophia, I believe, is like wisdom. I believe Sophia, yeah, Greek. Sophia is Greek for wisdom. And yeah, this is why you wait. Sophia is also a deity in Gnosticism. So yeah, just figured I'd share all of those details. Shadow! I'd never be able to rest in peace if I died without collecting my pay. If you don't wait for him, he dies. There's no way to stop their magic? So this is bad. This seems bad. Ooh, yeah. Dude just got crushed between those plates. Oh no! The capo. Hang on. Or not. Continent drifting apart, breaking apart. Land is breaking apart. Very dramatic. On that day, the world was changed forever. Wreckage of the airship. The Blackjack. And hey, it's Sid. And Celis. Oh, Celis! You're finally awake! How long have I been sleeping?
1 year as of today. I was starting to think you might be out for good.
A whole year? You've been taking care of me all this time?
Yes. And I must say, I'm a bit knackered. We're on a tiny deserted island. After the world was torn apart, I awoke to find us here.
After the world was torn apart. So, that wasn't just a dream. So yeah, we failed. Kefka won. Kefka is the first Final Fantasy villain to win. He unequivocally won. He kicked our asses. He took over the world. He ruined the world. He won. We lost. And while we're here, this is a good time to mention. I think I mentioned that. Maybe I didn't. But Celis. So I mentioned that, like, in the development process, everyone contributed ideas in a hybrid process with different characters being handled by different people. Katase figured that he would be pretty busy, so he took Celis and Gao, figuring that they would be sort of not, that they wouldn't be too time intensive for him. And then Celis ended up being his favorite character. So not sure if I mentioned, but Shadow and Setzer were both handled by Tetsuya Nomura, the graphic director. So yeah, she ended up becoming his favorite character, and thus got a bigger role. What about everyone else? Where's Locke? I don't know. For all I know, this island could be the only part of the world that's still above water. Ever since that day, the world's been sliding deeper and deeper into ruin. Plants wither and animals waste away. The other people who were here with us all gave up hope. One after the next, they flung themselves from the northern cliffs in despair. So, everyone could already be... Celis, try not to take it so hard. We can still live out our lives together in peace. You're the closest thing to family I have left in this world. Yes, I suppose you're right, Sid. Or should I say, Granddad? Is it all right if I call you that? Granddad, eh? You're going to make an old man blush. All of a sudden, I have a granddaughter. Cough. Granddad. Cough. You must be hungry, Granddad. I actually haven't had anything to eat since I fell ill 3 days ago. What would you like? Well, unless I ask for fish, I won't get anything. That's all there is here. I'll go catch some. End of the World achievement. Witness the Warring Triad revive and destroy the world. Normally this would be a good place to stop, but I'm actually not going to end just yet. I will mention here, Sid is a very controversial character in this game. This version of Sid is pretty controversial. Because, like, he has that change of heart. Like, oh, I've done terrible things. Oh, yeah. But he was doing terrible. Like, he knew some of the things he was doing were terrible when he was doing. He experimented on living creatures, sentient creatures. The espers are sentient. They're intelligent. And he experimented on them for years. So, like, does he really deserve forgiveness after all the things he did? And he experimented on Kafka, which drove him insane. And then he experimented on Celis. Now, granted, he got it right with Celis. She came out okay. But, like, dude. Alright, so this is a minigame. Hey, stay in bed. Granddad, here's a fish. Eat up.
Thank you, Munch Chomp Chew. I'm afraid I may not be long for this world.
So, minigame. Which we'll actually talk about a little bit more in just a moment. Whoops. Didn't mean to go back yet. First, I do want to go out into the world real quick. Get in a fight here. And there's some dramatic music. Yeah, that is a sense of hopelessness. Alright, so 3 new enemies here. Just going to worry about one of them for now. Peeper! Yeah, they just killed themselves. Not going to worry about the other 2 enemies just now. Well, I suppose I may as well. Peeper and Landray. And yep. Once again, they just die on their own. And hey, Celis and Shell. What's useful for? I feel like Reflect and Haste are always useful. Alright, one more enemy, I'll let you know when I find it. Here we go. Black Dragon. It's actually got 4,000 hit points of damage. Or, of HP. So it's, honestly, it can be pretty dangerous. Except... Yeah. So the fact that the enemies are literally just killing themselves. Um, so yeah, there's 3 types of fish here. There's fast fish, normal fish, and slow fish. Slow fish, uh, just pause while I explain this. If you move him fast moving fish, it basically heals him. If you feed him slow moving fish, it kills him. Like there's a hidden meter. There's a secret meter that tells you how healthy Sid, that determines how healthy Sid is. He has different comments depending on what his health is like. Um, so if you feed him, you have to make sure you're feeding him the right fish. Granddad, here's a fish. Eat up.
Thank you, Munch Junk Chew. I'm afraid I may not be long for this world.
So, it is possible to save him. I'm not going to.
No matter what happens to me, you mustn't lose hope, cough bees.
Also, yeah, not feeding him at all also drags it down. If you wait too long, it his health sort of ticks down as you just stand around. Um, I will explain in a few minutes why I am going to.
Gosh, heck, Celis. While I can still talk, I want to. Please. Thank you. Gasp.
So yeah, he is getting worse. And if you talk to him without bringing any fish, it does spawn new fish.
This is the end for me.
And yeah, I think it's I don't remember all the comments he makes if you try to save him, but he'll be like, "Oh, I'm starting to feel a bit better," and you know, he makes comments along those lines. Granddad, you have to eat, or what's the matter, Granddad? Sid. It is a bleak world we are in. No. No! You promised you'd stay here with me! And now she is completely alone on this island. Granddad, answer me. Tell me you're just joking. music. This, by the way, is Cella's theme. So, yeah. So Cella's theme is the opera music.
The other people who were here with us all gave up hope. One after the next, they flung themselves from the northern cliffs in despair.
So Nintendo of America back in the day had very strict censorship policies, which meant that this had to be censored. The line that Woolsey ended up choosing to go with was having Sid say that, first of all, he said that they left the island. And for this part, he said that whenever the other people were feeling down, they would take a leap of faith off the northern cliffs. And it perked them right up. Nobody was fooled. Everyone's gone. Even Locke. There's nothing left for me in this world. And this is meant to be... This is meant to call to mind the opera scene. It's sort of a reflection of the opera scene. And it's very effective. And, wow! Yeah, hell of a scene. Hi, Bird. Were you watching over me? Why would you want to help someone like me? I've already given up hope. This bandana. It couldn't be. Hey, little bird, where do you come from? Is the person who wrapped your wound still alive? Please tell me. Oh. Bye. He's alive. Locke's alive! So yeah, we got the moment of hope.
You must leave this island. Somewhere out there, your friends are waiting for you. Go down the stairs by the stove. The road to your freedom awaits. Love, Granddad.
So, may as well mention here, if you save Sid, nothing changes. He will just give you the raft and send you off. And that's it. he'll ask you to find your friends and bring them back, and that'll be that. He'll have no other dialogue throughout the entire rest of the game. His survival changes literally nothing, which is disappointing. The only reason to save him would be sort of as a feel-good moment. Except the story, the narrative, the moment works better if he dies. If she gets that moment of absolute despair and, goes up to the cliff, has that scene that mirrors the balcony scene moment on the opera, and then gets the moment of hope. It's just so much better if Sid dies. The whole thing just works so much better if Sid dies. Tragic as that is. I mean, you want to save him because hey, it's Sid. Yeah, you want to save whoever you can. When you're playing an RPG, odds are pretty good. You want to help everyone you can. Most people who play RPGs want to be good, want to do good, want to help people. But it works better if he dies. And I think originally, they might have been planning on having him die, and I believe they only threw this in to give players an option. But like I said, it works better. With Sid dying. I'll make you proud of me, Granddad. Yeah, it is a really good scene. And this is really good music. And back to this. This tune is called Dark World. Couple more things I'll mention before I go. So, now that we're landed, we are now in the world of Ruin. I never mentioned the name before, but for most of the game, like for the first half of the game, you're in what's called the World of Balance. After Kefka destroys the world, this is now the World of Ruin. The game was actually going to end with the confrontation on the floating island, the floating continent, I should say, and the world being saved. but they were actually way ahead of schedule. Like, they were actually significantly ahead of schedule. So they ended up deciding, you know what? Let's extend it. Let's throw in the world of Ruin. And it worked. So yeah, a lot happened. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's really cool. It is one hell of a twist. Obviously, at this point, the game's been around for a long time, and it's a popular game, so the twist is very well known at this point. But if you're not aware of the twist, then what a twist it is! Yo, Kefka wins. And like in the Super Nintendo in the Super Nintendo days, before, there was no bestiary and things like that. There were still some clues that the game wasn't over by that point, but there was still more to go. Yeah, there's still Esper slots unfilled, magic spells you hadn't found that you would usually find by the end game, things like that. But no bestiary and things like that to spoil things. So like, it feels, so you don't have that. So like, the game might feel a bit short at that point. You're like, yeah, no, this is a pretty short game. But because it does feel like a final confrontation. Until Kefka just ruins everything. And yeah, now Celis is our main party member, our starting party member. The intro to the world of Ruin does kind of mirror Terra waking up at the start of the game. So like, you've got that, again, they're the two of them very much foils to each other. So, you start the game off with Terra waking up. So then you start the second half with Celis waking up. The Lonely Island section also has drawn some comparisons to Future Boy Conan, which again has a boy named Conan living on an island with his caretaker, and then having to go out into the world. Yeah, that one's an anime from Japan. That one is an anime, very famous. It was a fairly well-received anime from the late 70s. And post-apocalyptic. So, yeah. The TV series was actually directed by Hayao Miyazaki, which I figured I'd just mention. Anyway, yeah. In Future Boy Conan, Conan finds a young girl washed up on the beach. Some people attack the island, and Conan's grandfather is killed. And then Conan decides to leave the island to try to find the girl. So, again, some comparisons to it. Anyway. Yeah, now we've gotten over an hour and a half, so this is a good time to stop now. So we have failed. We lost. And now we try... Now we try to... Try again. Now we search for our friends and see if there's any way to... to restore the world, I guess. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode as we begin to explore this world of ruin. And for now, thanks for watching.